That is just heaven. I'm telling you guys right now, if you ever at any point try anything, try this stuff right here. It is awesome. It's called Naked. It's got no sugar in it. And it literally is just fruits and vegetables mixed in, you know, like it's like a smoothie. It's like a smoothie. And it is the best thing ever. Like seriously. So me and you, okay, try Naked. You will love it. I promise. Anyways, so today, you guys, I'm going to be doing the full review of the Luminess Air. Now, I was going to do this video a couple of days ago, but I decided to actually be able to do a full review of it. You would have to obviously do a wear test and try it out for a few days and all of that. So I definitely did a full wear test on each type of makeup because I have a couple different ones, because Luminess Air System does have several different types of makeups. So I did try each one out, did a full wear test, and I've got a full review for you guys all the way down to their customer service. So you guys do not want to miss out on this, all right? So pour yourself a glass of Naked and let's get ready to talk about this Luminess Air. Hey guys, and welcome back. For those of you all who do not know who I am, my name is Alexandra, aka the Not So Evil Stepmother. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on other fun reviews, unboxings, BoxyCharm spoilers, and all kinds of goodies that I have planned for you guys coming up. All right, now let's talk about this Luminess Air. So as you guys can see, I don't have any makeup on because I am going to show you how this works and all the ins and outs of it towards the end of the video. But the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually the company itself, the price, the customer service, that kind of stuff, because I want you to know what you're getting into. Now, please note that I did pay for this out of my own pocket. They did not send this to me for free, and I got it at a very, very deep discount, okay? So that's the only reason I got this. All right, so if you guys don't know anything about this, this is the Luminess Air Airbrush System. They advertise it on TV, late night infomercials. I see it on Facebook, on Instagram. I see it advertised all over. It is an airbrush makeup system, and basically they advertise like this advertisement right here. So you pay a certain amount, $19.95 or $29.95 for a 30-day trial, and then if you like it, you keep it and make 3 additional payments after that of $39.99. So currently with this trial and payment plan that they have, you would be paying $139.80 plus tax for this system. So in that you get this, and then they send you a starter of makeup. Now I will say that they do try to go out of their way to send you makeup that matches your skin, but then again they don't, and I'll explain that to you guys in just a second, okay? Also, as you can see, they also offer a couple of free gifts. Don't get very excited about those, and I'll go into that here in a second too. Okay, my first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is this price, okay? Because according to this price, it's 60% off of their normal price, like if you just paid outright for it, which is false. Because if you get on Amazon Prime right now, it is listed paying outright for it, so no payment plan, no system, you just pay for it and they send you the same exact system. It is $153.17. So 60% off of that would be $61.28. So you're not getting 60% off of the total price. Now, I don't know if they're trying to say, well, it's 60% off of the trial price, because normally to try it, it's $29.95, but 60% of $29.95 is $11.98, and as you can see here, it is being advertised for $19.95. So you're not getting 60% off of anything, so please be aware of that. The second thing, and as soon as I said I was reviewing the Luminess Air System, I had a bunch of people message and say, oh my God, I had so many problems with that. So let me tell you guys right now, make sure you read the fine print, because on those 3 following payments of $39.99, if you miss one, if your credit card expired, even if like say something happens and you call them and say, hey, I can't make the $39.99 payment this week, can you push it to next week? They will push it off for you, but it will no longer be a $39.99 payment. It will be a $59.99 payment, and each additional payment after that will also be $59.99. So please be aware of that. All right. Now, the free gifts. So first off, I was supposed to get 2 free gifts when they sent this to me. There's like a flyer or something in here. I was supposed to get 2 free gifts when they sent this to me. I was actually supposed to get a lip stain and eyeshadow. I did not get either. I did get this lipstick in the color Invictus, okay? And this is pretty much trash. So I'm not gonna give this away or anything else, but I will go ahead and swatch it for you guys. I have used it. I don't know if you guys can see that like that up close, but there's like little, like it literally balls up as you're putting it on. Like it's, yeah, it's trash. So this was about as worthless could be, and it's definitely not a lip stain because you can wipe that right off. No problems at all. And then they sent me this, which is definitely not eyeshadow. It is a eyelash curler. It's a pretty nice eyelash curler, but I have a really nice eyelash curler. So this I might throw in a free in one of our boxes for our giveaways or something, because maybe somebody else could use a really nice eyelash curler, because it is a nice one, but it's just not something that I could use, and not what they told me they were going to send me either. And I was supposed to receive that when I received this system, which I did not. So I received this system and the starter trial of makeup, which consisted of, let me find it, these right here. So they sent me the Luminess Air Silk 4-in-1 Airbrush Foundation in shades 5 and 6, which were a little bit too dark for me. And then they sent me the Luminess Air Blush in Soft Rose, which I will tell you guys is seriously pigmented and a little bit goes a long way. And then they sent me the Luminess Air Love Hydrating Illuminator, which is basically kind of like a highlighter, but I don't really see any difference when I put it on, and I'll show you guys that later on as well. So as I said, these 2 colors were a little bit too dark for me, so I did have to call them back because they did not send me a free gift, my free gifts, and then I needed a different shade. Now this gets into the customer service part. So their customer service is not great. Trying to get a hold of them is like trying to break into Fort Knox or trying to talk to an actual person. Like, it's insane. So just forewarning there. So when I did call them and I did finally get a hold of somebody, they did send me those 2 free gifts, and then they sent me, now I told them the 5 and the 6 was, the 5 was just a little bit too dark, and I needed like maybe 1 step down, maybe 2. So if they could just send me a 3 and a 4, I would be good. Instead, they sent me a 1 and a 3 and told me to basically mix them. So I'm like, okay. Now the lady didn't tell me on this on the phone when I was on the phone with her. She said, okay, no problem. And then I got these, the 1 and the 3, and I'm like, this wasn't the 3 and the 4. And I called them and they're like, oh, well, we did that so you can mix them. I don't want to have to like mix around makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, especially this is supposed to be like a really fast, easily done process. Shouldn't have to, you know, sit and spend time mixing and swatching and then figuring out how many drops of each one you put in there. And yeah, so that was a big con. So after I tried the Luminess Air 4-in-1 Silk Foundation, I was not a big fan of that. I did call them back because let me tell you guys, one of these little bottles of foundation is $34.99 to $39.99. Now you can enroll in their makeup program and they will send it you like monthly or bi-monthly or every 3 months, depending on what you choose, for a discounted price. But again, that is if you enroll into that and have the money directly taken out of your account every month, which I'm not a big fan of. So I did call them back, told them you guys sent the wrong thing, and I'm not really a big fan of the 4-in-1. It's not really, you know, like there's no, like, you're supposed to be able to use this with no primer, no nothing, and yeah, didn't work out so great. So I did call them back, and they turned around and sent me, which is really funny because, again, if you remember, I told you, as I told them, I was a 3 or a 4. So they sent me the Ultra foundation, which is another 4-in-1. It's a primer, moisturizer, concealer, foundation. And again, they sent it to me in shades 5 and 6. And then they also sent me their matte foundation to try out in shades 3 and 5. So they don't make notations in your account, so make sure that you are definitely, every time, like if you're having them send you new foundation, definitely make sure that you're making sure that you're getting exactly what you want, the colors that you want, because they will just send you whatever, like, obviously. So a majority of this I can't use. Now, a couple other things that they did send me when they sent me those was they sent me, let's see here. They sent me a bottle of the porcelain, the eraser, and the X Out. Now, a little bit about those. I will tell you guys what those are for. As soon as I get the little card out here. Ready to go. Yeah, they do send you a little DVD and all that to show you how to work it and how to use it, and pamphlets and directions and all of that kind of stuff. So the X Out is apparently for dark circles. The eraser is to erase uneven skin texture and large pores. And then the porcelain is to start with porcelain for the smoothest, most flawless skin. So it's kind of like a primer, basically. Actually, really, all 3 of them are primers. So they're different primers for different things. So again, they do try to get you something that you're gonna like and be able to use, but they're not great with like matching the colors and actually listening to you as far as, or noting in your account what colors you need and that kind of thing. So definitely be super, super careful of that, okay? I will also tell you that if you get on Amazon Prime, you can get an airbrush system for a lot less than $153.17 or even $139.80. You can get a lot of them for $100 and under. So if you are interested in getting an airbrush system, I would definitely look at some other ones, okay? But this is my review of the Luminess Air. So I'm gonna stop this here, and then we are gonna go to my bathroom, and I'm gonna show you how each one of these works so you guys can see for yourself, because I've got Jose and Enrique here and show you guys how well they cover those guys up. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back and welcome to my bathroom. So as you can see, I've got Enrique and Jose starting to go away a little bit, but I definitely have some blemishes and some uneven skin tone and things like that. And I do have very, very sensitive skin. So for those of you guys who do have sensitive skin and you're wondering whether or not you can use this, you can, because it did not break my skin out or anything like that. Actually, I've been like extremely hormonal due to pregnancy, and this has really been actually very nice on my skin, and I have actually had less breakouts since using it. So there's a pro for you guys there. So as you can see, the system is as such. There's a little stylus. They did give me send me like a little cap that you can put on there. It's like a little dust cover, which is kind of nice. And then it's plugged in, and you've got your little air hose cord and all of that. And like I said, they do send you a little video, a DVD that kind of goes into explaining how to use it and all of that kind of stuff. So the first foundation that I am going to show you guys is the first box that they sent me, which was the 4-in-1 foundation. So I will show you all this. To figure out your shades, first thing you got to shake it up. So we're gonna do that. So after you shake it up really, really good, because when you do receive the formula, and here I'll show you on this one, like how it's like really not mixed up. Yeah, it does separate, so make sure that you definitely give it a good shake. And then I would look at the bottoms of the bottles there just to make sure that you got everything off of the bottom. So it says to put like a drop on your finger and then wipe it on your face and see if it, you know, matches or not. And now that's the shade 5, and as you can see, it's just a tad bit like too yellowy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it matches pretty good, and I could probably get away with using it. And then the shade 3 here doesn't have as much of a yellow tone to it. So I'll show you that one. Make sure you rub it in there. So I could get away with using either one. Like the 5 is just a little bit darker than the 3 and so on and so forth. So it just really depends, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna wipe that off now. I will tell you with this makeup, it does wipe right off, literally. So as far as getting it to stay, the best thing I can tell you to do is make sure that you spray some kind of you know, after spray, makeup spray. Like I use the Max Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and I just sprayed that after, and it did help my makeup stay and not run as much. But if you're going somewhere where you're gonna be dancing or like out all the time, your makeup will run. So if you're gonna sweat and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely stay away from anything like this. It really works best for like photos and that kind of thing, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is, like I said, shake it up, and then you put 6 to 8 drops. Now this is, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so like I said, this is the 4-in-1 foundation, so there's no primer or anything to this, which was a little aggravating to me. When you do turn it on, it's not really that loud at all. I don't know if you guys can even hear that, but it's not loud. And then you can feel the air coming out of the end already. And then you pull back on this little thing right in between these two for it to come out. You can kind of see the spray there, sorta. So it's very weird first using it, and then you're supposed to hold it about 4 fingers lengths away from your face and then pull back on the thing and just spray in circles all around your face. Now I will say I did not like this under my eyes, so as you can see, I'm kind of, and then you hear how you run out, like it's not like nothing else is coming out, and you can actually hear it and feel it. So you do like 1 coat and then a second and then a third, and you kind of build it up. It's a very buildable makeup. So this is coat 1, and as you can see, there's not really much of a difference. You don't really notice it when you first put it on, so you might be like, oh my god, I'm not cool with this, it's not working. Just do another coat and go from there, okay? I will tell you though, it does kind of take a second to get used to it, and to not get like blotchy, get blotches in certain area, because you can definitely see if you spray too much of it in one area, it is very, very visible. So oh, it fell off. It started, I don't have a lot of sink space, so it fell off of my sink there and started rattling. That's what that noise was. That is not the noise of the machine. So yeah, you just basically do little circles around your face. And if you have any blemished areas, they said you can get a little closer like that, and make sure you do your neckline because you don't want to have any you know, lines going. So, I mean, like, this is still going, like, and I put 6 drops in it the first coat, and then I put 8 drops in it this coat. So, like, you know, like I told you guys, like, a little bit of this goes a long way. And you can feel where the air is going. You can do slower circles, bigger circles, smaller circles. It really doesn't matter. Just the big thing is trying to get it spread out. And like I said, I don't like it under my eyes. I don't like the way it like creases underneath my eyes. So I'm not a big fan of that. So we're still on our second coat here, and it just ran out. So you can hear it's like nothing. Okay, so this is what it looks like after 2 coats, which doesn't look bad. Like, I mean, I could go out like this. It did cover up a lot of, you know, my redness and uneven skin tone. You can still see Jose. He's still popping through there. So, yeah, this is what it looks like with 2 coats. You can do a 3rd coat and go even heavier, you know, which if you guys want, I can, you know what, screw it. Let's just do a third coat because I want you guys to see what it looks like. So let's just do coat number 3. 1, 2, 3, 6. So I'm only gonna put 6 drops in this 3rd coat. So same thing, 4 fingers. Gently pull back. You want to pull back about to the middle. I don't know what's going on with that hair back there. See if we can cover Jose up a little more there. Yeah, and try not to talk when you're doing it or it will crease. Like, see my smile line? It creases. So, try to keep your face still when you're doing it. And we are out again. Now, this was something that I saw somebody complain about when they were talking, when I said that I was doing the Luminess Air, and they were like, you know, commented, I tried that, da 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 da. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got like a little bit of peach fuzz here, right? Which most women do. And it does kind of sit on top of that, okay? Which I'm not a big fan of at all. And at this point, I don't know if you guys can see, but at this point, at 3 coats, which covers everything, you can see the makeup in my pores, which I'm not a big fan of either. So, you know, like I said, for pictures, for far away, you know, if you're at a wedding and stuff, it does give you a great airbrush look. Honestly, with the other colors, the matte and then the other ultra 4-in-1, they're about the same. They do about the same thing. Even with the X out and the porcelain and all of that, the eraser, it does make a little bit of a difference, but not a major difference. Like, this is pretty much what you're gonna get out of it. Okay, so I mean, I guess it really depends on, you know, what you're wanting out of an airbrush system. But, you know, again, like for me, like I was expecting this flawless, like it doesn't matter if you're up close or far away, kind of porcelain finish. And I definitely did not get that. Now, also, if you are very oily, as you can see, like I'm very oily on my forehead and across my T-zones, it doesn't help with that either. As you can see, I'm very shiny on my forehead still, and it actually even kind of accentuated the shininess, as you guys can tell. So you know, you do have to put like some kind of powder, setting spray, something on afterwards, because again, it does run, oils do show through. So I don't have a lot of great things to say about this system, you guys, personally. And that's just me. I mean, it is very easy to use. It does work. It does cover everything up. But I would definitely much rather have my regular makeup. Now, if you're a person like me where you're in a situation where you can't use regular makeup all the time, or it's starting to break you out because you're hormonal and pregnant, then this would probably be a great system to have. But yeah, I like my regular makeup. I think it looks a lot better and a lot more flawless and real and all of that kind of thing. The blush, I would show you guys. I mean, the blush works. It's very good blush. It's very pigmented, and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't have anything bad to say about the blush. The Love Illuminator, yeah, you can't even tell that you have it on, other than it's kind of sparkly. So you know, when you go like this in the really bright light, you can kind of see a little sparkly, and it gets sparkle stuff down in your little well here that you have to clean out, and it's a little bit of a pain. So that's all I've got for the Luminess Air, you guys. Let me know what you think. Has anybody else gotten it? What was your viewpoint and opinion on it? Did you like it, or were you kind of like me and you're like, I'll just stick with my regular makeup? Let me know. And as always, you guys know I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later, because I've got quite a few unboxing videos to do, one of which Cadence will be joining me for. So